2 years ago, I was in the city of Subotica in northern Serbia, and I had a decision to make whether to carry on travelling and head east to Romania or whether to head back to England. Now at that point I'd been travelling for 15 months, so I decided to head back to England. The plan was to head back to England for a couple of months, see my parents, see my friends, and then take a flight to the city that I would have gone to had I carried on travelling. That city was Timisoara. Now unfortunately, the world changed a month or so after I made that decision. COVID happened, meaning that I was stuck in England for 15 months. My hostel at the time that I'd booked in Timisoara gave me a full refund, and they didn't have to. And I always said that once we were allowed to travel again, I would come to Timisoara and I would go to that hostel. So that's what I've done. After 5 months of travelling in Europe, I finally reached the next city on my original travels. This is the main square of Timisoara, and it's huge. It's one of the biggest squares in Europe. It's very cold. My fingers are freezing holding this GoPro. So this is the main square in Timisoara, Union Square, and on this side you've got the old Serbian church, and on this side we've got the Catholic church, which unfortunately is covered, so I can't really see it. I just walked about 2 minutes away from the main square and come across another square, Liberty Square this one's called. I love this building over here with the West City Radio sign. Not sure if that's still functioning.
New sound of West City Radio.
This is the Romanian National Opera House, which is located on the north side of Victory Square. Right down the middle of Victory Square, which is a pedestrian square, you have these flower beds and fountains. There's not much action going on at the minute, obviously because it's about -3 degrees. But look at the architecture, look at the buildings. At the south end of Victory Square is this huge Orthodox church. This was the first thing I saw when I came into Timisoara yesterday. I'll take you around the side and show you how big it is. It can hold up to 5,000 worshippers at a time, and I can see people going in and out, so let's go and take a look. Gold is the best way to describe the inside of this church. It's very beautiful. I did see one guy walk to the front and they've got like kind of pictures at the front, and he went and kissed everyone. I'm not sure whether that's advisable during this day and age, if every bugger's going in and kissing them. Anyway, who am I to tell him what to do? I didn't kiss it. I can show you the cathedral from the side now. You can see how huge it is. I'm not sure it'd fit 5,000 people in there though. That'd be a bit of a push. The cathedral's situated in its own park, and on the other side of the road there's another park. Apparently this one recently has been kind of cleaned up a bit. Look at this guy. Looks like he's got a bit of a sniffle. Now in this park, somebody left a review saying that it's a really nice park now it's been cleaned up, apart from the fact that they've left the remains of an open-air swimming pool, which apparently attracts the homeless. Now I want to find that, because an abandoned open-air swimming pool sounds pretty interesting to me, but I can't see any signs of it anywhere. Is this what the Google reviewer was talking about? Can't see an abandoned swimming pool, but the whole place does look abandoned. Oh, hang on, yeah, I think it is. Well, check this out. It is a bit strange that they've left this. The whole park has been, you can see it's been cleaned up and it's really nice. And then there's just this just been left. Cool. It's like Timisoara's version of the Romanita house in Chișinău. Now I'm heading out of the city centre because about 15 minutes walk away is a museum of communism, and apparently it's like an old flat and everything's filled with communist stuff, and it's free to get in, so I'm hoping it's open. Google Maps says it is. Closed. Well, I appear to have come out at some kind of little hub of activity. Nice big church over there. The Communist Museum might have been a waste of time, but I have come across some nice street art quite randomly in the middle of what I think is university grounds. There's this locomotive. No information about it. What a random thing. It is actually on Google Maps, and it's just got one review. No one cares about the poor old thing. It is a 5-star review. So come to Timișoara and check out the random locomotive. This looks an interesting place. Don't know what it is or if you can get in. The eye has actually been scratched in. Looks like some old Soviet building that's been abandoned. Doesn't look like it's going to be open. Oh, it is. To make sure I'm not going to get attacked by any dog. Wow. A random arena in the middle of the city. Hello. This concerts?
No.
No? Nothing at all?
Nu, aici e închis cu cheia.
Oh, right, okay.
Deschide poarta.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. What a bizarre place. Don't think she was expecting to find me in there. A little bit like in Timișoara. This is Rosa's Park, and during the summer this place is filled with roses, and I would imagine it's a very popular place for people to come. Not in the winter though. Although there is a snowman over there, so someone's been here. and this is completely symmetrical. It's exactly the same at the other side. We've got another theatre stage over here. They like their outdoor events in Timisoara. This one looks bigger, a bit more modern than the other one. Wow. I'm really out of the city centre now. About half an hour walk out of the centre. It looks like just a business park. There's stuff going up and there's stuff coming down. So why have I come all this way outside the city centre? Well, I'm coming to have a look at a mall. Now, I'm not one for malls in particular. To be honest, I hate the places. But the reviews on Google Maps, and when you look at blogs saying things to do in Timisoara, they all say you've got to come to this place. Now, it may be that they're all mall people that are saying this, and I might get there and it might just be a typical mall with McDonald's, Starbucks. But one thing is, it will be warm, because I can't tell you how bloody cold it is right now. I might even buy myself some long johns. I also heard that there was a street art festival in the parking underneath the mall. I'm not sure whether it's still there or not, but that's my main reason for coming, to have a look and to get bloody warm. I should be upon it pretty soon. It is warm, I'll give it that. It's also playing very, very dodgy music, which is probably going to stop me from being able to upload this footage. So let's have a look. It's a supermarket. Could do with a supermarket, actually. Well, that was a very bizarre experience. I went in and found a huge supermarket, so I thought I'll go in and get some food in. And came out of the supermarket and just couldn't find my way out. It just got bigger and bigger, and I was following the exit signs, and about 3 of the exits when I got there were closed, and some of them were just pointing in directions sending me to a wall. It's almost like they didn't want you to leave. Anyway, got some interesting food. The hostel doesn't have any cooking, it only has microwave. So tomorrow for breakfast, beans and sausage, vegan as well. So that's tomorrow. I've got some bread to go with that as well. What else did I buy? Some chocolate. This is quite weird. It's microwave, but it wasn't refrigerated. So I don't know what to do with it. Do you just put it in the microwave, or how does that work? Surely you've got to add water or something like that. Bizarre. Anyway, what else did I buy? I bought some bananas. I bought some salami, which I'm going to have now on a bread roll. And 6 months into the trip, I bought myself some cheap aftershave so that I can smell half decent when I go out. It was only £4 and it smells alright as well. So there we go. Now it's time to turn this and this into a lovely sandwich. And there we go. Could have done with this about 3 hours ago. Pretty good. So just near the mall, there's this underground tunnel which I have to go through anyway to get back to my hostel, and it's filled with art. So maybe this is the art that I'd read about. There's some nice pieces. I recommend, what's the best thing to do is to walk up one side and cross over and then go down the other side. That one over there with the spheres looks like the artist, I think it is, you know, I think it's the artist that I saw a couple of pieces by her in Chisinau. In fact it is, because on both of them pieces she had a random one that's kind of separate to the main piece. Izne, she's called. Yeah, so this is where the big Ferris wheel is then. The route back to my hostel is taking me through the botanical park, which obviously there's not much going on right now. Google Maps is pretty amazing because it is like a maze in there, but Google Maps brings you on exactly the right route, even to the point that it tells me I have to turn right here to leave there. It knows that gate is locked. Incredible. That's the exit to the botanical gardens, or botanical park, and I didn't realise that it brings me out straight onto my street. This is a coffee shop that I tried to get in earlier that was closed. Vietnamese restaurant there, and in here is a bar I was in last night. Couldn't find it anywhere, and it turns out it's down there. Very cool place actually. Forget the name of it. Cafe Art or something like that. That's the end of day one in Timisoara, and I've had a great day, to be honest. Really like this city. I've got 2 more days here, but I'm not exactly sure there's that much more to do. Still got the Communist Museum to go to, and there's a couple of places which are pretty far out of the town, which I might go and have a look at. But yeah, just a couple of days of relaxing now. That'd be nice.